Alright, so I have always railed really hard against the whole twin flame thing. I never liked it. Never liked it. It always rubbed me wrong, right? And it makes a lot of sense because it got seriously twisted up over the last 2 years. I mean, people are totally psycho with this stuff, right? And the reason is because the message has become radicalized and distorted, as it usually does, right? I'm not sure. That's a game that words are spells. Words are spells, right? So the narrative that these people are pumping onto you guys, especially those who are just like blindly following someone telling you, you know what I'm saying? You should never be blindly following anyone, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I like leaving my stuff as like the witch's tower and things like that, because witches, pagans, heathens, they don't blindly follow anything. How could our love be so blind? The best curse ever. May the full horror of your actions be revealed to you. Yes, yes, yes. As above, so below. Yes, we are magical today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're going to take the fairy deck out today. Speaking of celestials, right? Keep talking about the space cowboys. It's great. there's a bunch. I've kind of like been dividing them up. It's like you got the space cowboys, the gangsters, and I guess Maurice. But I mean, it's I'm trying to explain it to you guys, but I can't really. And I said this earlier in a post, and it was like sometimes trying to put things into words, which is what they did in the Twin Flame Collective. The Twin Flame Collective tried to put it into words, and I mean ruined it. Ruined it. Because for me, it's not really twin flames. It's angels and daughters of the earth. That's how my mind plays them. Angels, earth angels, and daughters of the earth. Because that is what you are here. You are either celestially sourced here, which would make you an earth angel. Good, bad, or otherwise, right? Not all the watchers were good. Not all the well, actually, technically, most of the watchers were considered bad. The original set, right? New set's considered good. Anyway. And those would be the karmics, right? Yes, it feels lonely. It does feel lonely. Not being able to explain things to people. Not being able to explain. Not being able to tell people. It's a lot of compartmentalizing. Because for real, it is. It's a lot of compartmentalizing. And it all is. It all is. I've compartmentalized. It's like some of the ways I get messages. I mean, besides out and about, numbers and shit like that. I mean, I get a lot of messages through my phone. And I got different profiles on my phone that pick up different signals, right? Like different radio stations. So I have different YouTube channels that pick up different stations. Not YouTube channels, but YouTube profiles that pick up different stations. Then I've got Pandora, iHeart, and YouTube Music. So, I won't lie, it bothers people, especially people I'm dating. It bothers them when they think I'm talking to fucking somebody. I'm not. I'm just crazy. I mean, like, if it really bothers you, just chalk it up to me being schizophrenic, right? I'm touched. I'm listening to something else. What? I'm not trying to be nosy, but I am. I mean, but it's part of my fucking job description here. I've got a lot of skills that aren't monetary skills. That, and if I don't put the frequencies into something, they'll drive me insane. Okay? They'll drive me insane. Just point blank. And I've tried to explain this to people a lot. And this is why I said that I don't resonate, and I never have, and I never will resonate with the twin flame narrative. I connect very, very, very strongly to everyone that I come into contact with. Like, I mean, but that's what causes me to get into relationships that get me trapped, right? Because it's a slow entrapment that happens. Because at first they love the energy and the hanging out and the fun and all that other things. But then as soon as anybody else comes around, they start picking up on that vibe of everybody. Yeah. And people who have that energy, they don't mean to have that energy. And how do you point them out? What? Kids love them. They don't have to be anything. It's crazy, the people that have the energy, because sometimes it's people you don't even expect, but you can see them. You just instantly, they're easy people to just connect to. And that's dangerous, because in a world where people have a very hard time making connections, when you bump into somebody who just easily makes connections, it's a little weird. I'm extra weird, so that makes me, I guess, stand out to people with good memory, or even people with bad memory, because I'm that fucking weird. Alright, y'all ready for some cards? Let's see what's going on. So we definitely have somebody here in the middle on the 3D, right? Stuck, torn, mind kind of entrapped here a little bit, right? On either side, what? Of her, on the left side, we have the King of Cups here, right? The musician. Space Cowboys either speak in music or play it, right? You also have the gangsters. Well, the gangsters also speak in music, right? But they usually don't play it so much, but they are very good with money. With the King of Pentacles here. A little bit more controlling, stern. The King of Cups is a little bit more fun because, you know, the musicians usually are. The non-musicians are usually a bit more, I don't know, stern, focus on money, right? I can tell you the King of Pentacles, the worry is it just brings conflict. I'm going to say with the King of Cups here, you got the Jack of Wands. But I sense like this person has a dark shadow with it too, right? The Jack of Wands, that's Michael. That's fire energy as well. You'd be surprised how many people are just like you. Blows my mind too. We've got the Seven of Cups reversed. Ugh. Just illusions. Alright, I'm going to say, where your focus goes, grows, right? Be mindful of what directions words are. Spells, right? This is important for whoever. Words are spells. As above, so below. As within, so without. What? The universe does not go with what you front with, right? Right? And the energies on that 3D line, remember, genders don't matter. That shit goes back and forth with all this, alright? So whoever this torn person is, right? Here you go. Words are spells. Be mindful what the fuck you say. As above, so without. As within, so without. The universe doesn't respond to who you're fronting to be. It responds to what frequency you're putting out from here, right? The best curse ever. May the full horror of your actions be revealed to you. You can't hide from that. An object in motion will stay in motion, right? And then I got, how could our love be so blind? Alright, so here we go, right? You get the Seven of Cups reversed, which usually means you're drinking from the wrong cup. But you're still sending messages to it. You're still focusing on it, really putting the work into it, right? Even though you know it's a codependent thing. Even though that you know it's codependency. And we got a Queen of Swords here, an overseer, right? The Queen of Swords is this overseeing energy that you can see it. You see it all, right? The Queen of Swords is quick thinking and intellectual. I feel like a lot of this, the reason that this is happening is it's all logic-based decisions. It's just being logical. The most logical decision. Alright, the 5D. I went ahead and just put the Alone in the World in the middle here. Right? This message probably would resonate mostly with the femmes, the daughters of the earth, because you have this lone female in the middle, the lone female at the bottom there, right? So, I'm going to go right with that too. Why not? We'll go right with that too. Right in the middle here, you got the split on either side, right? Here we go. On this side, you have the Five of Summer. I trust that there is a reason everything happens. Remove yourself from negative emotions of others and focus on that which frightens and worries. And focusing on that which frightens and worries you. Then you got 8 of Autumn. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeship. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So that's with the King of Cups side. King of Pentacles side, you got the Prince of Autumn. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. Caution, but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. I can't make this shit up. 8 of Summer. 8 of Autumn. 8 of Summer. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it is time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Okay. So I feel like that's those two. So what about her in the middle? Stuck in. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Feel your pain, ladies. Here we go. Okay. Not easy to do with big decks. Oh, I pulled it off. Go me. Said give you a full 5. Just on what to do with you. Which kind of gives me the feeling of like, yeah, you need to just focus more. If you're her, focus on, this is for focusing on you. They're going through their own shit. Sometimes it's how it goes. Alright. What should you focus on if you're the person in the middle? Whether you're actually the feminine or you're just the person, right? Okay? You're the 7 of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking you are powerless when you are not, and a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, and a magical time of life is upon you. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making decisions. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing. So it's just a thing. Indecision is a decision. There's no more procrastinating. There needs to be decisions, right? By the 10 of Winter, we get the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted from your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So yeah, you got the 7 of Autumn, 8 of Winter, 9 of Summer, which is the 9 of Cups card, 7 of Summer, and 10 of Winter. So there is just a focus of focusing on your own energy and how to maintain your own energy and pretty much how to get your own shit together yourself, right? This was the message 2 years ago that I was screaming at the top of my lungs about how being independent is very important, right? The number one thing that kills relationships is one person feels trapped. Then once that person feels trapped, regardless of how good the relationship is, they'll start to almost sabotage it because they feel trapped, right? I'm trapped. I can't escape. Oh no. Now all of a sudden, all the horrible things are so hyper-focused on because we're stuck. And then finally, boom, Implosion. That's how it happens. All right. Ay, ay, ay. I love y'all so much. You know what? Let's go ahead. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and cleanse out. The energy a little bit, and then I'm going to do 3 cards for that reading for each sign. What deck should I use? Traditional tarot deck for that. Alright. Aries in the situation. What specific advice can we get for Aries? Aries, keep moving on from them gossipers, right? Keep moving on to the gossipers. You are guided. Keep radiating that beautiful fire energy, right? Keep radiating that warmth and vitality. A lot of screw the hater energy right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the haters. Keep doing you, boo. Taurus. Don't worry about people who don't understand. I get a lot of that for everybody. Don't worry about people who don't understand. Right? Taurus, I see a lot of victory coming, a lot of celebration coming, and a lot of keep focusing on them skills, right? That 8 of Pentacles. Be mindful about what you're focusing on. Just be mindful about what you're focusing on. Gemini. Gemini, I see that there's a lot of focusing on self-love right now, right? Nurturing your own self. You have not been taking time to recuperate, and there's returning towers, things. You're not recuperated yet from a tower, or a tower is still affecting you, or someone's trying to come back in that's rocking you. You need to learn how to be nurturing and caring without allowing people to take advantage of you. Cancer. Cancer. I do see that you're probably going to lose a little bit of your luxuries in the decisions you're about to make, but it is time to make some movements here. You are moving into a place where you can build better with people and evolve more. Leo. Leo, we got a Queen of Cauldrons and a musician. Oh my God. And a magician and a King of Swords reversed, right? I feel like both of you harbor this magician energy, this manifesting energy. One person, definitely a little bit of a torn energy here, right? Whatever you got going on, you got a reverse king, right? This person's not nice. They say things that hurt people's feelings. This person is the nurturer, right? I kind of get like kind of a narcissist empath vibe here. Not sure who the magician is. I wonder if the magician is more like this. Not sure if you want to deal with this person. Probably gives off a lot of a player-esque vibe. This person gives off kind of a mean vibe. Or you're dealing with somebody who has all of that. I would watch out for that, okay? That doesn't sound... I get a sense that you're attracting a lot of attention, right? And just be mindful of the kind of attention. Yeah. Keeping your Queen of Cups energy, but be mindful about who you're and if you're dealing with a Leo, be mindful about how you speak to them. They don't tolerate a lot of shit, right? They're not going to tolerate a reverse King of Swords, for sure. And Leos have a need to understand shit, right? They need to figure it out. I don't know why. But it definitely is a thing. So, the Magician thing, you're just coming off as a trickster to them, so. Virgo. You're full of shit. Sorry. Virgo. That wasn't for you, Leo. That was for the Magician and the King of Swords. I'm getting, they're both full of shit right now. Virgo. Fool reversed. Making very poor decisions here. 7 of Rods because you're super defensive, right? Knight of Swords. What? Just hasty and opinionated. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. If that's not you, watch out for someone embodying that. But if that is you, yeah, you got a shit attitude. Lose the 2, dude. Libra. Yeah, lose the 2, dude. If it's your attitude, lose it. If it's their attitude, lose them. Libra. 5 of Swords. What? You choose what battles you want to engage into. You know they're there and you do it anyway, right? You're in charge of your cup, right? You don't want people talking about you. I feel like you need to move on from the gossiping thing. Alright, Libra? Need to move on from gossiping. Nobody likes gossips. Scorpio. I love you too. To the Scorpios. Yes, lately. Scorpio. Priority lists, right? You are being guided, even if it's being guided to a tower, right? I definitely feel like there's things you need to put down, things that are not your problem. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I see a lot of karma coming for you or someone around you, involving messages of love and toxic masculine fire energy. What? Someone was thinking with their rod and it's going to bite you in the ass. I've had a Sagittarius tell me recently that they weren't, I am going to leave that alone, but they were so full of shit. I was cracking up. I laughed my ass off. Oh my god. I think it's funny as hell. Says, I don't know why y'all lie about dumb shit, but don't. Stop it. Just own up to it. You're gonna have to own up to your karma. Own up to your karma. You'd be surprised who owns up to theirs. Alright, that's all I got to say about that. Alright, Bubba. Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, what do you got going on? Page of Rods. if you were thinking of sending out a message, I'm going to say don't. Or don't expect anything in. Because you got the Page of Rods reversed here, but then you got Mastery, right? And this is mastering, controlling of the elements and controlling your own direction right now. And then you got the High Priest seated up in the throne there, right? So yeah, I just get the strong sense of, if you were thinking of sending a message, I wouldn't. I would focus on where you're heading right now. Focus on what direction you're heading in. Don't worry so much about outside connections at the moment. Aquarius. Another one. Aquarius is another one that does weird shit. Says weird shit. Aquarius, I see some new skills needing to be worked on here. New skills that need to be worked on, right? There's a kind of a lack of strength happening right now, or a draining sense. But yeah, for real, you got the Ace of Pentacles here. There's some sort of new physical skill that you need to be working on. And I definitely get a sense of there's something along the lines of, you need to grab the tiger by the tail. You need to grab control over something. Right? Oh, I busted my knuckle. I don't even know how. Last but not least, my Pisces. My heart. I say that because my Venus is in Pisces. My heart, my heart. It's another reason I could talk shit about certain signs. Pisces I know because it's my Venus. Sag I know because it's my moon. Leo I know because it's my rising. And Aries I know because it's my sun. And I know fire signs really well. Especially masculine fire signs, because I've dated them my whole life. Alright, we got the Eight of Rods, Mastery, and the Two of Swords. I don't know why, but I got the alien from Independence Day going, no peace. There's no peace. There's something, yeah, you gotta move on and let destiny pull you away from something, like, right? I feel like there's a truce that needs to be done, but that's nothing you can do about it, right? The other person has to agree to the truce. Absolutely. I feel like you really want to let bygones be bygones and move on from this certain situation, but there's a truce that's not going to happen with somebody. Alright, my loves, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for everybody who hung around. As always, blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love you so much, and I'll be back again as soon as I can, I promise.